Hello children, welcome to biology class. We are discussing the lesson, the fundamental unit of life, part 3. Children, when we look at the temporary mounds of onion peel as well as human cheek cells, we can see large region of each cell enclosed by cell membrane. Children, this is a microscopic view of human cheek cell. I know you got chance to observe onion peels cells through microscope in your lower classes. This experiment, demonstration of human cheek cell comes in standard 9. Once we get a chance to go to school, I will show you this experiment. But you keep it in mind, this is the microscopic view. You will get a same view in your microscope, same as that of this diagram. Children, here we can see two cheek cells. You just observe it closely. You can see cell membrane here and centrally located nucleus. So in between this nuclear membrane and cell membrane, you can see some area which takes up very little stain. Stain means the solution, the colored solution which added, isn't it? So you can see this area takes up very little stain, and this area is said to be cytoplasm. So cytoplasm. I will show you one more diagram that shows a microscopic view of human cheek cells. So in this slide we can see a lot of cells, isn't it? But in each cell it is very clear. This nucleus is very clear and an area is there in between the cell membrane and nuclear membrane, isn't it? So this region which take up very little stain is called cytoplasm. Children, so how can we define cytoplasm, or how can we, not definition, how can we describe cytoplasm? Yes, the cytoplasm is a fluid content inside the plasma membrane. It also contains many specialized cell organelles, or not cell organ, cell organelles. Spell it as ORGANELLES. Okay, so each of these organelles performs specific functions of the cell, isn't it? Children, we had discussed about the difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes in our first class. So I know you remember this point. In prokaryotes, beside the absence of defined nuclear region, the membrane-bound cell organelles are also absent. But in the case of eukaryotes, such as unicellular organisms like amoeba, paramecium, all the plants or animals, fungi, we are eukaryotes. Isn't it? Eukaryotic cells are having nuclear membrane as well as cell membrane, as well as membrane enclosed these organelles, isn't it? But one significance is there. The significance of membrane can be illustrated with the example of viruses. Viruses, I know the term viruses are nightmares, isn't it? Nowadays it is a nightmare. Children, what is the significance of cell membrane? I will explain. So listen, viruses lack any membrane and hence do not show characteristics of life until they enter to a living body and use of its cell machinery to multiply. Clear? This virus, they lack cell membrane. They lack cell membrane. You just observe this diagram. They are having only lipid envelope and protein envelope. They lack cell membrane, all other cell organelles. That's why when it is present on a surface, that means when it is outside the body of living organism, it is non-living. Same as that of our book, same as that of our pen, it is non-living. But once it get a chance to enter to the body of living organism, what happen? It become living. That is one among the reason we can't found medicine for its very speedily. Okay, so experiments are going on. Another thing, once it enter to the body of host cell, it copy the mechanism of the host itself because it lacks cell membrane, it lacks all other cell organelle. Here comes the significance of cell membrane. Clear? In the case of bacteria it is prokaryote, it is having a well-developed cell membrane. So we can use antibiotics. Antibiotics means against life, against this pathogenic organism. If we give antibiotics, what happen? We can break the cell membrane, we can kill the bacteria. It is easy, but it is not easy in the case of virus. What is the reason? They lack cell membrane. And when it is outside the body of organism, it is non-living. And when enter to the body of host cell, that means when it enter to the body of living organism, For example, when it entered to the body of human cell, it copy the mechanism of our cell. When it entered to the body of bat, it copy the mechanism of the bat. When it entered to the body of a chicken, it copy the mechanism of chicken's body. Okay, so here comes the significance of cell membrane. Clear, children? Okay, and today we will discuss the topic cell organelles. Okay, so we discussed nucleus in last class. Today we will discuss endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, mitochondrion, centrosomes, lysosome, ribosomes. Okay. Mitochondrion is a powerhouse of the cell. It produces the energy currency ATP, and the centrosome, it is a cellular skeleton. Okay, and lysosome, it's a suicidal bag. And what is ribosome? Yes, it is a protein synthesizing machinery. Proteins are synthesizing on this ribosome. What is the significance of ribosome protein? Is we required protein? Yes, proteins are the building blocks of our body, isn't it? So we can start, before entering to endoplasmic reticulum, we can explain about cell organelles. We know that large and complex cells, including cells from multicellular organisms, need a lot of chemical activities, isn't it, to support their complicated structure and function. To keep this activity of different kinds separate from each other, the cell membrane bound little structures or cell organelles are present, and it is the main distinguishing feature between prokaryote and eukaryote. Okay, so we discuss about nucleus. And children, there are single membrane bound organelle and double membrane organelle. Lysosome, endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus are single membrane organelle, whereas chloroplast, nucleus and mitochondrion are double membrane organelle. Once we discuss about individual organelle, we will again explain this. Okay. Okay. So we can start with endoplasmic reticulum. In short, we can write ER. Endoplasmic reticulum is a large network of membrane-bound tubes and sheets. Can you see endoplasmic reticulum here? Yes, this yellow colored structure. This is endoplasmic reticulum. I will show you one more structure. Endoplasmic reticulum. It looks like long tubules or round or oblong bags, vesicles, isn't it? So some area are different. You just observe it closely. You can see some structures on some area, isn't it? Here and here you can see small structures. Children, it is ribosomes. That means some of the area of endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes are attached, and those areas are called rough endoplasmic reticulum. So we can classify this endoplasmic reticulum into two, as rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. What is meant by rough endoplasmic reticulum? Once we observe through microscope, we can observe it as rough because other cell organelle, ribosome, is attached on this rough area in this region of endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so in those regions where ribosome had attached, that regions are called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Clear? And those regions are devoid of this ribosome will be smooth, isn't it? And those regions are called smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Clear, children? So we can start with rough endoplasmic reticulum. It looks rough under a microscope because it has particles called ribosomes attached to its surface. You can see ribosomes attached on the surface, and this area of endoplasmic reticulum is called, yes, rough endoplasmic reticulum. Children, why these ribosomes get attached on this endoplasmic reticulum? What is the function of ribosome? Yes, protein synthesis. So the ribosomes which are present in all active cells are the sites of protein synthesis. Clear? So you just observe this diagram. It is very simple diagram and very informative diagram. The manufactured proteins are then sent to various places in cell depending on the need using this endoplasmic reticulum. So this area which in cream color It is endoplasmic reticulum, and this area we can see ribosomes attached, isn't it? So on this ribosomes, proteins are manufactured, proteins are synthesized, and these proteins will move to the required area with the help of other cell organelle, Golgi apparatus. So this Golgi apparatus is act as a transporting vehicle. Okay, so the formed proteins will reach to the required area. Clear, children? Okay. Next is about smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Vesicles and tubes not covered with ribosomes. Those areas are known as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. And what is the function? SCR helps in manufacture of fat molecules or lipid important for cell function. So proteins are synthesized on ribosomes attached on rough area, and lipid synthesis or fat molecule synthesis are happening in smooth endoplasmic reticulum, isn't it? So both proteins and lipids are synthesizing on endoplasmic reticulum, and the formed proteins and lipids helps in the building of cell membrane, and this process is termed as membrane biogenesis. Clear? So once if the question is asked to write the functions of endoplasmic reticulum, you have to mention the protein synthesis on ribosomes on rough endoplasmic reticulum, then lipid or fat molecule synthesis and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and as third function you have to write membrane biogenesis. Three more functions are there. Okay, we can discuss. Fourth function, to serve as channels for the transport of materials, especially proteins, between various regions of the cytoplasm or between the cytoplasm and the nucleus. And the fifth one, cytoplasmic framework, providing a surface for some of the biochemical activities of the cell. In the liver cells of group of animals called vertebrates, this plays a crucial role in detoxifying many poisonous and drugs. Clear? That is about endoplasmic reticulum. Next organelle is Golgi apparatus, or we can call them as Golgi bodies. Children, observe this diagram in light pinkish color. You can see Golgi apparatus. It is having parallelly arranged stacks or vesicles. The single stacks or vesicles are called cisternae. Can you see cisternae? Spell it as CISTERNAE. Clear? And was described by Camillo Golgi. And the description about Camillo Golgi is given in our textbook. You just read it. Okay? And consists of system of membrane-bound vesicles arranged approximately parallel to each other in stacks called cisterns in plural, cisternae in singular. Okay? Children, you should draw this diagram, this particular diagram to your notebook. Okay? These membrane often have connections with membrane of endoplasmic reticulum. And because it should have connections with the endoplasmic reticulum, because the synthesized proteins is transporting through this Golgi bodies to the required area, isn't it? And therefore constitute another portion of complex cellular membrane system. Clear? So we discussed the same diagram now. And the functions. The material synthesized near endoplasmic reticulum is packed and dispatched. Don't forget to write these two terms. To various targets inside and outside cell through Golgi apparatus, storage, modification, packing of products in vesicle, and complex sugar may be made from simple sugar in Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus is also involved in the formation of lysosomes. Lysosomes, another cell organelle, suicidal bag of the cell. We will discuss the structure and function of lysosome in next class. Today we discussed three topics: cytoplasm, the fluid content of the cell, endoplasmic reticulum, and Golgi apparatus. Only three topics we discussed today. You just study it and don't forget to draw the structure of Golgi apparatus to your notebook. And children, if the question is asked for 1 mark, what is the function of Golgi apparatus? You should write the first point. The material synthesized near endoplasmic reticulum is packed and dispatched to various targets inside and outside the cell through Golgi apparatus. Clear? And children, you observe this diagram very carefully. Okay, here you can see some connections between this endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi apparatus, isn't it? So the material synthesized near endoplasmic reticulum is packed and dispatched to various targets inside and outside the cell through Golgi apparatus. The function is clear? I thought the topics we discussed are clear for you. If any doubts are there, you ask me through the mail. Okay, study well. Draw the diagram of Golgi apparatus to your notebook. Okay, thank you children. We can meet in next class. Bye.